You could continue to build yourself as an athlete, but also kind of build your business acumen.
So how can we make rooms bigger? How can we make closets bigger?
I'm feeling like Gordon Ramsay right now.
Even though you're making mistakes, you're probably making more wins that are gonna make that look like it's nothing, you know? Jesse Garcia, marketplace merchant for Foot Locker Inc. I focus on local, hyper-local product initiatives here in the West Coast as well as the Los Angeles area.
We're telling you, go and buy this brand. We want to make sure and feel comfortable that they're good people, that they're leaders, that they're not out there being reckless.
My name is Paulina Lopez. I'm the marketing director at Foot Locker Inc. and I drive all the initiatives for the West Coast region.
We can kind of talk about our roles and responsibilities within Foot Inc., all of our Foot Locker brands, and then how we probably connect day in and day out in our jobs.
Yep.
And how it connects back to youth, how it connects back to community, and all of the initiatives that we're kind of looking at internally.
Apple, always coming out with a new iPhone, always coming out with a new feature. Like, what's the hardest thing for you guys as
The hardest thing would be probably continuing that consumer journey so it's something new for them. Again, we could always look back at what worked well, but if we're constantly just repeating that same scenario or that same product, it's going to get boring and we're going to be in a cycle. So
it's hard because sometimes you have to be light years ahead. So for example, did you guys listen to Drake's latest album?
Yeah.
Right? But this man is light years ahead. That is where the future of music's going. Beyonce just came out with her latest song. Yeah. It's the same. So the shoes that we're buying in store today were designed 3 years ago.
Do you think athletes can do your job while balancing their athletic life?
I think that with determination, with hard work, you could continue to build yourself as an athlete, but also kind of build your business acumen and knowledge around marketing or product itself, you know?
Through any sort of career path is building relationships with people, you know, checking in with them, getting to know them a little bit better. Like even right now at the table, I can guarantee that I have something in common with each one of you. And that's all you need, right? It could be the love for a show on Netflix. It could be the love for like a specific color or what you like to wear. Just build those relationships. And it's because of that. So with a recruiter at Foot Locker, I just kept checking in. Britt, how are you? How's your family? How's it going?
It's affecting and involving others. So I think it's about accepting it. It's about acknowledging it. And it's about maybe kind of chatting through it to see how I could not make that mistake again. And finding my own ways to hold myself accountable for that. I think part of our initiative too, as we look at product and storytelling through the lens of sport, is how can we also work with the athletes to get content. So maybe these athletes, whether they're in college or whether they're in high school, they're building themselves as an athlete to recruiters. Could we put content out there that supports the product and the brand, but then also maybe storytells the athlete side?
But can you talk about a time where you made a mistake? And like how you recovered?
Communicate and portray that back to them if someone's opening up back to you, and be the solutions person. So if I messed something up, I'll tell Jesse, dang, I messed up. No worries, how do we fix it?
Yeah.
Right? So like knowing that if you come to someone and admit that something didn't go as planned, you don't feel like, oh man, I gotta tell my mom that I messed up. I would tell Mom, I messed this up. Like, help me fix it.
Unique point of view of the product message. Anybody can design great t-shirts and great basketball shorts or whatever, but what makes it unique? What makes it different? Is it the fabric? Is it the fit? Is it the color? Is it the design? Is it the detail? Really, the four of us are closely connected for how do we target our consumer locally? How do we connect with them locally through not only the product, but the marketing in-store experience perspective?
Clap it up for Jesse, bro.
You smell the brands.
So I met a guy who was flipping houses, and it's really, really important to find your mentor, find somebody who's in the business because they can help guide you throughout the process. My name is Imani McMillan. I work for myself, Aspire Real Estate Enterprises. I'm a real estate investor and construction project manager. So it's to figure out how to maximize the space as much as possible. So how can we make rooms bigger? How can we make closets bigger? How can we make it feel more open? If you go around Compton right now, I could probably point out like 5, 6 houses that we flipped in the last 6 months. You basically, you look at the house, you come in, you walk in, you see how much work it might actually be. Sometimes we'll take our contractors with us, and they'll tell us, okay, this is how much I think this project will be. So you find homes that are in poor condition, you get them, you fix them, you sell it, and you just keep repeating the process. But the profit in it is really good. I have to pick out the finishes, I have to pick out the tile, I have to figure out what floors I want, I have to figure out what layout I want. So it's not just, oh, hey, can you do this for me? It takes work on my part because I manage the project from beginning to end. So I need to know where everything needs to go, because if he doesn't know where I want to put the bathroom, then what is he there for? Bathroom layout is honestly different. You're gonna have a shower, a tub, and a shower. Showers and having a full shower, taking a shower at the same time. Yeah. You make this space bigger. How can you add a bathroom? How can you add a bedroom? Let's figure out a way to make a real master. Even if it's small, someone who's older or whatever will appreciate being able to just go to the restroom.
I'm looking to acquire a house. I found a real estate agent, but before I go and meet up with her or him, what are some things that I should have or be aware of or be ready to show?
Have a contractor you trust. If your real estate agent doesn't have one, always get a second opinion. You don't know if your agent works with the contractor. The agent could be getting money on the back end of the contract price. So make sure you always dot your I's and cross your T's. The other thing you should have is some type of security with a bank. So have someone who either has the money that can give you all the money, or have a relationship with a lender who can provide you with, okay, this is where you can be, or this is where you can't be as far as your purchase price and how much you have to go buy a house. The hard money lenders are okay with you getting a house that the plumbing is messed up. I do. My goal is to be a investor full time. I want to own apartment buildings, buy college campuses, but I really, really want to be a developer. So I want to tear houses down and build from the ground up. That's going to be where the air conditioning vent goes.
What is this?
This would be for a TV.
Oh, that's for a TV?
Yeah. This is like really, really rare to have in LA because no one really has a basement. You usually see basements in like the South, the Midwest, but you don't necessarily see basements out here.
Cali Loaded down here.
That's after work. Game time.
But you know, even it would still be free, even if
This is crazy though.
8 years ago, yeah.
He has a full team of people, and he does houses from here to Malibu. For all the ones we need to do stucco, he's worked on them.
You always got work to do.
What happened?
So you always got
He's
work
busy. I can never get him to come when I ask him on that day.
cut off the fat. Okay, so you're gonna put your hand on top.
Hi guys, my name is Tyler and I am a traveling private chef based in Los Angeles, California. My business is Butter's Kitchen, and today we are about to get it cooking with the guys.
And you're gonna have your knife in the middle and you're gonna fillet it. So you're gonna go straight down the middle.
Please don't cut yourself, we don't have insurance.
Come on.
What you doing? Chopping this meat. You look like you.
Bang. Doing a little country thing right now. Doing the shrimp. Descaling the shrimp.
Can we help him out? Yes, sir.
And these are really, really skinny. And just cut them at an angle.
Why you gotta cut them at an angle?
Huh?
Why do you have to cut them like that?
I do that for presentation, but you do want to cut the ends because this part is not good. It don't taste good. So it's like, you take that off and then you end up with something that looks a lot better and tastes good all the way through.
I cut it, I made a fillet, chicken fillet.
So you're not
I don't know what's taking him forever.
I'm already done.
Even with like shrimp. After you touch shrimp, you don't want to touch chicken. After you touch chicken, you don't want to touch pork or steak or anything like that. You want to make sure that after you touch any type of protein that's not cooked, you wash your hands. Using the seasons, you don't want to like double dip, you know what I mean? So that's why I have it in here, so I could kind of like pour it into your hands, and then you guys can go from there. And
when you started cooking, did you stop like eating out because like you was like, why are you make it like that? Or did you start criticizing people cooking?
So I eat out a nice amount because I like to try different people's food. Because for me it's like research. I get to try somebody's thing, and I'm a really picky eater. And I didn't grow up like going to a lot of like different restaurants. Like my family, we knew what we liked and we stuck with that. We didn't really branch off and try to stray too far.
Bro, lower it,
I feel like this food's gonna be great. That's what I feel like it's gonna be.
Feeling like Gordon Ramsay right now.
This side, it's starting to be ready to flip. You want to let these get a little bit more like it. So when we fillet it, that's why I tell you to hold the top so that it can be an even cut, so that these will all cook around the same time.
Really good. I'm trying to eat.
So minced garlic right here, I just got a little plastic spoon real quick. I'm gonna take it. A little bit of cream cheese is gonna go into the pan. It looks crazy right now, but stay smooth.
You gonna pour the whole thing?
Yeah, because it's a lot of us. It's gonna be the same seasons that I use on the protein.
Like when you cook like a ribeye steak, you want to leave it on the bone?
Yeah, or no, you could let it rest. Like when you take it off the stove, how we just took these off the out of that pan, we're gonna let them rest for at least 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, can't be chopping it. Let it rest. Let it breathe. Let it
I'm just
sleep
hire
a
her
little
so
bit.
she can do it for me. I don't cook.
It's like you lay your girl down, you don't go.
You gotta let it breathe, like you said.
Let it marinate. Let it marinate, sweetheart. You feel me? They fluff it up.
Yeah, fire. Fire, because I made it.
You wanna bring a zero over here. What you think?
A little smooth. The sauce gonna make it kaboom.
You like it? Okay. Anybody else wanna try it?
What?
Feel me so.
Bro, that bang.
I don't even need the chicken. I would eat straight noodle and sauce.
Oh, this shit fire. Oh.
My plate. It's good, Taylor. Girl, what's up? It's smooth.
It's fire. I made all of it.
Fire. You know, I cooked it, you know, that's why.